And say something cute.
Something cute.
Say hi, June.
Hi, June.
That's cute.
Hey, you got that super bass.
As I take a deep sip of water and take a deep breath, I want to reflect on last week's episode and apologize to everyone who had to listen to it for how hard I was breathing into the mic through my nose. I took a lot of time to edit it, and I think I got pretty much all of it out. So it's probably not as bad as I'm making it out to be.
I did not notice that.
But, oh, my God. So, did you listen to the episode?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then that means I did a good job because I was saying...
You gotta breathe.
Yeah, I gotta breathe, but I can, shut the fuck up about it.
Yeah. On another note, some more housekeeping.
Yeah.
I would like the record to reflect that I was going to change clothes to look more presentable to the little Junesters.
Yeah.
But you told me that I looked fine.
Because you do.
I look like I'm going to bed.
Yeah, that's kind of the...
Look at these socks.
That's kind of the point, right? I mean, I'm not far behind you in
You're
terms
literally
of...
wearing jeans or not jeans, but proper pants, shoes, a shirt. You look like proper. And I'm over here.
I'm wearing shitty, piece of shit, fucking shitty ass, dummy.
Okay, you're done.
Dumb Dickies. I'm not even wearing proper... I'm wearing the loose flex Dickies from Walmart.
You look
$20.
great.
I'm wearing these shitty ass Adidas socks. This is the best part about me right now.
Yeah, but you look great.
Thank you.
My hair is in my sweater.
This is what I wore all day. I'm wearing the day's clothing.
I'm wearing my cozies. I wore my worky works all day, and I took them off. I was going to get more presentable for the little Junesters, and you told me that I looked fine.
No need, because we're going to do this episode, and you're going to sit in that chair and edit, and do you need to be dressed up to edit? No.
Yes.
You want to be comfortable while you edit, because if you're dressed up, it'll make it feel like it's going longer, I think.
I would argue that you're only fully dressed. You're fully dressed with a smile. What is this?
I don't know.
You're not fully dressed without a smile.
like a smile.
You know the song.
Yeah. I don't know the song, but I know what you're trying to say. But it's funny we say that because do you find when you work from home, on the rare occasion that you do, that it's worth it to get dressed? Or do you wear cozies?
I think it's my opinion is not the best because I work from home maybe once a year.
Yeah, so it's like a privilege to get to wear cozies and work. That makes sense.
But I feel like if I worked from home every day, I'd probably wear cozies most of the day or most of the days. Mm-hmm. But I probably would end up getting ready.
I have found I've done it every day this week. I'm testing a theory.
Not this again.
It's foul. I'm sorry. Well, maybe the episode's back. The return gift for me getting back on the podcast will be newsstands. Anyway, all week I've been getting ready proper.
Yeah.
So for those of you who don't know, I think everyone pretty much knows, but my commute is about 10 feet.
He works at Redacted.
It takes me less than 5 seconds to get to work. Mm-hmm. Pretty dope. Which most people, I think, would use that as an excuse, as I have very often, to not get ready proper, put on more than just my fucking athletic shorts, my sleepwear.
Your sleepies?
And I've noticed recently a vibe switch.
Do you feel more productive?
I do. I
think that's scientifically proven.
I feel more present. I feel more
together.
on top of shit. Things seem less overwhelming.
Yeah. I've heard that that's science.
Which sounds silly.
It doesn't sound silly.
But
because you got ready.
Yeah. I think it's I don't know. When you're wearing just bullshit, I feel like everything seems like you're too between work and relaxing.
You are starting your day.
Yeah, on the scale, just clothes make you feel 50% closer to actually doing something. Mm-hmm. Whereas if you're just chilling, I'm still sleeping.
Yeah, because I'm not going to be just chilling in my jeans.
No. So, all that to say, I've been doing that all week and it's felt great.
Well,
feels like a more productive week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow. What's up?
Um,
We're rocking. We're rolling. How was your day?
my day was fine.
Yeah? Good. I'm glad.
How was
How's
yours?
your
Okay.
week? My day was good.
My week is fine as well.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Not remarkable?
It's good.
Yeah, I'm glad.
What about yours?
Good's better than whatever. Chill week.
Yeah.
Good day. I don't know if I can really talk about what I did today.
We'll redact it.
But when it comes out, I'll talk about it. But I had a chance to go to work with our friend Michael, who I talk about a lot. He works in film production shit. So I got to go to like a cool thing today. I was just the production assistant, just a fucking, grunt worker, which is
PA.
cool. Yeah. So whenever it comes out, I'll talk about what it was, but I don't know if I can yet. Super secret.
Did you sign an NDA?
I didn't. I was kind of surprised that they.
I guess it's like not that super serious.
It's not that serious, but they did say don't post like BTS footage until we give you the green light. So it was surprising to me that they like just trusted everybody with that.
Yeah.
Because a couple people like snap selfies and shit.
It's so bizarre.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, you didn't like make us sign anything. Like it's like not like a deep, super hype.
Yeah, it's not like
top secret thing, but it's still enough to be like, damn, fucking yeah. So. Yeah, I did that today. It was cool. It was a cool way to kind of semi-end the week because it's going to be like a whole weekend and I leave next week for tour and all this and that and this and that.
Yeah.
So it was a cool way to like mix up the week before kind of going into chaos. So good week.
Chaos mode.
What did we do last weekend? I don't even remember. Oh, Katelynn was an extra in a short film.
I am joining SAG soon.
You made your debut?
I should not have done that because actors are still on strike, and I feel a little bit bad that I'm supposed to be striking as well.
I know,
but country girls make do.
Yeah, but it was fun. What did you think? What was your take on it?
I truly thought that I was going to be more on screen than I was.
I did too. I thought we were going to be more of like a behind the subject.
I thought we were going to be like sitting at a table, like
chatting it up, doing this,
talking, like we were practicing our mouthing. We were practicing our mouthing, and we were trying to like, what are we gonna wear? Oh my god!
We like put so much time and energy and thought and effort into what we were gonna wear, expecting because on the call sheet or the email or whatever, they were like, "Wear this palette," and so we were like, okay. And I went and bought a fucking jacket I returned it. Yeah. But like I went and bought a jacket. I like wore the jeans. We made sure we didn't wear the same jeans. We wore different shirts. We did our shit up. Whatever. I shaved my head.
I curled my hair.
The side of your hair was in the shot.
Great.
Yeah. You see my shoulder.
You see the side of my hair, I guess. I didn't even know that. And like a sliver of my back.
Yeah.
I thought maybe my face would be on screen.
Yeah. And it wasn't. But it was fun. We'll have to do it again where we're actually on screen, conversing, doing the thing.
I need lines.
Yeah. Why don't you?
Because
go out for something.
I've said this before, and I guess I have to say it again. I don't want to take away from your sparkle.
I would want you to. Because for you to do that would mean there is something tangible there, that's something that someone noticed, and that would be a good thing.
No, I think that's amazing for me. But like, acting is your thing. It's your lane. It's your thing. It's you.
But we look different and we're different people.
No. Because
it's not mutually exclusive.
No.
You could do it too.
No, acting is your thing, and I'm not about to go and have my first acting job and blow it out of the fucking water, and then you're over here like auditioning still, and like
that'd be fire.
I'm over here getting on red carpets. I'm not gonna take your sparkle away. That's your thing, and I'm not. I'm just.
You're pretty confident.
Do that to you.
You're pretty confident.
Why not?
Yeah, you should channel that and
I was in a fourth grade play.
You should do it. It's so fun. It's actually so fun when you do.
I'm not good at pretending.
When you do have some, I bet you're better at it than you think you are.
I think my lane is more stand-up comedy.
Really? Mm-hmm. If you ask me, that is 20 times harder.
I don't think it's hard. Acting isn't hard. None of this is hard for me. I just want to take your sparkle, so I'm not going to do acting, but I'm going to do stand-up comedy, or maybe like I'm going to write.
It actually would be fun if you did acting. You would have to work on abandoning the sillies, though.
I'm a silly girl.
You would have to put some work into abandoning
I'm a giggler.
The self-conscious giggles.
Self-conscious giggles.
Dogs.
I don't have self-conscious giggles.
I think if you were put on the spot, you'd have to go, oh, okay, for real.
Okay, let's act right now. Let's act right now. Like no scenario at all.
Just nothing. But I think you would do really well. You would just have to get pushed a little bit to like snap into it. Let's go.
Well, that's why I'm not an actor.
Because I think you get some. I'm scared. And when you do that, it's funny. It's cute. It's not a bad thing.
I'm not an actor. Okay.
You could be, though. You'd be good at it. It'd be fun.
No.
It'd be fun to do it together.
Oh my god. Do you think we'd have a sex scene?
Oh, I hope. Full P. Penetration.
That reminds me we're starting in OnlyFans.
Yeah, we are.
So be on the lookout for that.
Get ready.
Big things are coming.
Link in bio. What else did we do this last weekend? What do we do after that? We got our Halloween costumes.
I think we should like, honestly, like the weekends, the last few weekends of this month are like such old news. So we should just like fly through them.
Should we? I feel like,
Like
there's a lot.
nothing happened.
I disagree. Sorry if y'all can hear that dog barking. I can hear it. That's good timing.
Mm-hmm.
Dog hadn't barked all night. Decided to right now. That's fucking
Yeah,
fire.
it's really dark outside.
Okay, so what do we got our Halloween costumes. That was pretty
Yeah.
dope. What are we gonna be? Should we talk about it? We shouldn't talk
We
about
already
it.
did. We already said it on the pod
Oh,
once.
did we? Okay. We actually got our shit for Walt and Jesse. It's gonna be so sick.
I'm Jesse.
I'm Walt, and it's gonna be so really, really, really cool. What do we do Saturday night? Oh, Halloween party. That was fun.
That was fun.
Went to Anna's house in Cameron.
For Tick Watson.
Yeah, did some drinking, did some eating, did some
Austin was
pumpkin
unfucking
carving.
hinged that
I
night.
was having a good time. And then Sunday was dope.
Yeah, we did more pumpkin carving. I think that we should spare the listeners of like our day to day. This day we did this day we did this, and just get to the meat and potatoes.
Okay, then get to the fucking meat and potatoes.
You know, because sometimes I'll be listening to podcasts and they're like, Monday I did this, Tuesday I did this, and I'm like fast forwarding.
Cool. All right.
You know?
Let's fast forward. Jump
Okay.
into it. What do we want to talk about?
Let's start from the beginning of this month.
Okay. What was the fun weekend? What do we do?
The first fun weekend of this month is we spontaneously, randomly, by the grace of God himself, went to ACL.
Spontaneous ACL attendance.
And not only was it spontaneous ACL, it was spontaneous VIP ACL.
Like guest list VIP access ACL got me believing in divine intervention.
Yeah.
Because it like truly, I'll think about it every now and then. It's only been a few weeks, but I'll like stop and think about it, or I put our wristbands on this little wall we have of like
Memes.
Polaroids and a couple whatever. I put it up there, and every now and then I'll glance at it, and I'm like, that was crazy.
And
that,
it wasn't even like
why did we get to do that? That was nuts.
It wasn't even like a plug. We didn't have a friend. We don't know anyone. It wasn't like we're friends with this person's team. Like literally was none of that.
It's funny because leading up for months, since it was announced, whenever that was, earlier this year, a year ago, whenever it was announced,
I think it was last year, maybe.
a couple of our friends did get that treatment.
Yeah, not us.
Because they do know some people who have hooked us up in the past, but hooking up people in the capacity of a fest is a little bit different.
Yeah.
A little bit more of a whole thing, right? So I don't know if I can talk about who the hookup is, but
Well, you can just lightly say.
like Kyle's friend played and he got to go all weekend, got a weekend pass. His friend Aria was awesome.
Yeah.
Michael was friends with someone in the camp of someone larger who played, who like the last time he was in town, I got to go to just the one-off show, but like a fest is kind of a whole thing.
Yeah.
But since it was announced, Kyle and Michael immediately knew, like, oh, we're going because we got plugs. And you were going to go, ended up not.
Scheduling.
Or you were going to go the second weekend to see the 1975. We weren't even thinking about the first weekend.
No.
Right?
We were always going to try to go to the second
So the narrative the whole time planning for ACL was what? Was
weekend 2, baby girl.
Or weekend 2. But then, time and conflict, not going at all. And we're just like, I got friends that are going. They got plugs. I didn't get a plug. All good. Just going to chill.
Yeah, like we don't care. We weren't devastated that we couldn't go.
And we already knew we weren't going to.
And like the lineup wasn't anything crazy. Anyways.
Yeah, we weren't sad about it.
No.
It wasn't,
wasn't even a thought. It was like, okay, we're not going.
It was like a passing thing. I hadn't even considered it. And so what I decided to do instead, which is what I've done in the past years, drive a little bit of Uber. Because like I don't do it anymore other than like weekends like that.
Stanley Ubrick.
That's good. If I'm sitting at home, crazy weekend in Austin, I'll say fuck it, kind of go hard. In the past, I've done that and made some cash.
Okay, rich.
Really, really dope. So I did that Friday, the Friday base sale. Michael got to go. Mm-hmm. Or, no, he didn't go the first weekend. Kyle went.
Kyle got to go.
It was a good time. He got to do it. Totally missed out on Friday. I went till I didn't even go that late. I was like 1.
Friday?
1 in the morning. I went till 1. Next day I get up. Start at 10:30. The 5th person I pick up. I pick someone up and take them to the west side near where you work off of Mopac.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next person was on Capital of Texas.
Yeah.
Turning off Capital of Texas into some neighborhood west of Austin. And you can pretty much anticipate 9 out of 10 people you pick up on a weekend like that are going to something to do with ACL. So I go over, I pick up these people, and it's a woman and her 2 daughters. The daughters are 13 or something. And I put together that taking them to ACL, and pretty quick into the ride, she's like, "Oh, are you going this year?" And I gave her the spiel, what I just said. I got friends that are going, because they got hookups. My wife was going to go, but now she can't anymore. I'm just going to do this and chill. Whatever. Not a big deal. And she was like, would you go if you could? Would you go meet up with your friends? And I'm not even thinking about oh, yeah, probably. I'm just doing this because why not? Screw it. I don't have anything else to do.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, okay. Here you go. Hands me a wristband.
Slay.
A guest pass VIP wristband. And I was like, what do you mean? Here you go. What's the deal? No, absolutely not. Turns out, this isn't going to get back to me. It doesn't fucking matter.
Literally, who's going to tell her?
This woman, I'm spacing on her name, I think,
Lori.
Lori or something, claimed that her brother was one of the founders. And so she's been going her whole life, or since it was founded or whatever. And she pretty much said, this essentially means nothing for me to give this to you.
Yeah, obsessed
I
with
think
her.
it kind of worked out to where they didn't know if they were going to go. They decided pretty last minute that she was going to go and take her daughters just for an experience. A couple people couldn't make it. So she said, here you go. It means nothing for me to give this to you. I have nothing to gain from keeping this. It's just going to sit in my purse, whatever.
Yeah, or it's going in the trash.
Yeah. And you seem like a normal fucking human, not going to be a Punisher weirdo about it. And have a good time. And so I was like, damn. I mean, wheels started turning. I was like, well, I have one. Maybe I'll go hang out for a while. Maybe I can take it off, give it to Katelynn. She can go see some bands or whatever. And then I was like, oh my God, cool. I told her, I was like, I'm rethinking my whole day. I'm done Ubering. I'm going to go figure this out. And she was like, oh, that's so fun. And she was like, oh, it's a shame your wife's not going to be here. She thought I told her that you weren't going to be around for ACL. I didn't specify that it was the next weekend, that you were home that weekend. And so I immediately picked up on she has another one. And so I started doing some, I was panning.
Some gymnastics.
But I wouldn't be rude about it.
Yeah.
I would have done this either way. If she wouldn't have given me another one, I was like, oh, I bet there's day passes I can roll up.
Yeah.
I said this out loud. I was like, damn, yeah. Well, she's going to be around this weekend. I might have to just see if I can it's probably a day pass, single pass, whatever, all good. And she was like, oh, she's here. I was like, yeah. But, one's crazy. I appreciate it. I'm going to go figure it out. She's like, oh, here you go. Gives me another one.
Slay, Lori.
And I was like, no, that's insane. And I offered. I was like, can I get you dinner? Can I
money?
Cash app you? Mm-hmm. Can I, whatever, She's like, nope, have a good time.
Oh, we love her.
And then she just started talking about her brother and how crazy his life has been and how it's been cool to be able to grow up going to ACL and taking her kids to ACL. I'm like,
yeah. And one thing, she said, have a good time. And we did.
And we fucking did. Tell us about the good time.
The way whenever you called me and you were like, I'm trying to figure out what to do, and you told me that we got these passes, the way I was going to be like, I'm not going to go. Imagine I didn't go.
So insane. I don't care. Honestly, I don't care what fest it is. If someone's like, hey, here's 2 guest wristbands, pretty much any fest, I'd be like, oh, I'll at least go check it out.
Yeah.
I may fuck off an hour into it if it's some crazy thing that I don't care about, but I'm going to go check it out.
I wasn't going to go because first I didn't care about any people that were playing, and like I had already had plans that day.
Mm-hmm.
Thank heavens to Betsy that I went.
God.
Because we got there, it was like...
I went before you.
Yeah, I met up with you there.
So I called Kyle.
Yeah.
Because he had gone all day Friday, was already there Saturday. I sent him a picture and was just like, what's good? And he immediately called me and was like, yo, what the fuck? Like, he was like, well, I was going to hang out for a little bit and then go home and then come back. But like, you should just come and we'll just chill all day. And so I went up there like 3.
Mm-hmm.
Hung out with him and his friend Daria, who played. Shout out.
Cutest girl.
She's awesome. And hung out for, it was like 4 hours. And then you rolled.
Yeah, I got there at like 6:30.
I was already not plastered, but I was already. So we should explain the ins and outs of the guest pass. So the passes we got happened to be what Kyle got from being friends with Daria.
Yeah.
It's a guest pass, so it allows you into this like guest village. If you went to ACL or saw pictures, like you might have seen like the tent or whatever. That amounted to, I think it's typically given out to like guest list people or like family.
Well, you can also, I think you can buy those.
They're just expensive as hell.
Yeah.
And it lets you into this like sectioned off area with separate bathrooms, a TV, bunch of chairs, some food trucks, and free drinks.
100% free drinks.
Which was crazy.
Mm-hmm. By the time I got there, I think you had already had like 7 beers.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I had moved on to margaritas. I'd had like 3 beers and like 2 or 3 margaritas.
So by the time I got there, I was like, okay, I guess I need a double fist. So I just got 2 drinks. I was like, I got to catch up.
Yeah. And so you got there and then we just got after it.
Yeah. It was so fun. And like, I did not give a fuck about who was playing, but it's weird being people obviously who live in Austin and go to Zilker all the fucking time and being there and like not knowing where you are.
That was me the whole day.
I was like, none of this feels right.
I would look for the rocks. Like when I'd see the rocks, even knowing where
I didn't
the
even
rocks
notice the
were.
rocks.
Yeah. We walked by them like a ton of times.
Wait, what the hell? And that's like the main.
And the rocks for us are far down from where we usually are because we're usually, like right now I'm trying to compare where we usually are to where that was in the fest, and I can't.
We're normally by where like Hosier played, by Foo Fighters. We're down there.
Closer to that, but not even that far.
But that's at the end of Zilker. That's normally where we
So
stay.
knowing that the other stage that we were at, the yeah stage.
Was by the street?
By that back, we never go back there.
No,
and so to be behind that was that little parking lot. Like.
Yes. It's so bizarre
it's a
because like
trip.
we normally we have our bearings and like
the
there
second
the whole
you step
time,
into ACL, like
because it's like the whole I don't know, it was just like
felt
like
anymore.
a different world.
It's like a fairground.
Yeah, I didn't feel like I was even in Austin.
Which was kind of cool about it. Like you felt enveloped in it.
Mm-hmm.
You were in it, and we just popped around all day. Like before, this was pretty cool. Before you got there, Daria wanted to go back to like the artist lounge area. And just like she was like, oh, we'll just roll the dice. We'll like just try to go back there with y'all. It's just me and Kyle, like you know, and we're like not fucking boners. Like we're we can be chill and normal. And we like tried to scan our thing, it wouldn't scan. And she was like, oh, they're with me. And the dude was like, okay, whatever. So we like got to go back there and hang out. We like
it's fun back there.
It was just like green rooms and later you and we all went back there like at the end of the night and like played skee ball and like hung out with some of her friends and like being back there was a fucking, because I've been like in environments like that, you know, like Fest in the US, the closest thing I could compare to that I've been at was Hellfest.
Yeah.
So it's cool to have been in kind of that environment, but like actually playing so I can like be involved in it and like not feel out of place.
Yeah.
But like that same environment, but on like the scale of like that, where who could walk by you is just like, oh, that's fucking wild that I just saw that person. Had a couple of those moments. It was pretty cool. And then you got there and we just fucked off all day. One
thing we did was popped the fuck off to Shania Twain.
That was kind of where the night wound up. We'd like go check out a couple stages, just kind of get our shit, you know, bearings, go back to the thing, get a couple drinks, go out, do it again, come back, get a couple drinks. And so by the last time we had visited the drink thing, got drinks and went to Shania Twain, you and I were both like
Hammered.
like pretty fucked up.
It was so fun.
And we were like, oh, let's go catch a little bit of Shania Twain, and I'd like to see some Foo Fighters. We stayed for the whole Shania Twain.
Because she played every hit.
Well, I'd said this a million times. I forgot how many hits there were.
So many.
We were standing around waiting for like the "Let's go, girls," but on the journey there,
It was every
every song I was like,
we knew every word.
I did know every word because like having grown up with all those, but I forgot it was her,
Yeah.
and I haven't heard those songs in forever. And so every time a song would start, we'd look at each other and be like,
Fuck.
And it helped that we were pretty inebriated.
We were like, I feel like we've never been to a show together or like, I guess like a show together where we're like jumping and like
We were like
screaming.
jumping and yelling and like
It's
dancing.
like also like not us at a show, you know?
We're just like,
We were jumping. We were like just like dancing like hell, screaming. I was just yelling at her like, you better fucking sing. Like just
we
going
just
off.
truly didn't care where we were.
No. And like,
And had the best. And there were a bunch of people around us that were kind of doing the same thing. It was like fun and
there were
sweet.
people like when we first got to our place that we were standing, there were like people behind us, like pretty close to us, you know, like it was a big ass crowd. I feel like we just started going off and everybody started moving away.
It was
We had
sick.
this huge open area around us because all four of us were just jumping our asses off.
You, me, Kyle, and Daria
We were having so much
just
fun.
went off.
That might have been like one of like the happiest moments of my life.
It was unbelievable. Like so
for no reason.
much fucking fun. Like we
Yeah.
just had such a fucking blast. And every now and then I would look at you, you would look at me, and we'd be like, why are we here? How did this
I know.
happen? What are the odds?
I would have never thought like one of the times in my life where I'm like so happy and like
Is
having the
ACL.
best time would be at ACL, but like watching Shania Twain.
That's just a testament to just like we got really lucky, like straight up believing in divine intervention
Oh
now
my God,
because of
might
this
be
shit.
real.
But it's like you had a fleeting thought of like, oh, I may not go.
I know. Imagine if I didn't go, we didn't have that moment together.
You like the value in just being down.
Yeah.
Like only like
Yeah, and you say I'm never down. For
living
anything.
here like allows that. That's
Yeah,
so fucking
we
cool.
couldn't have done that if we lived in Lubbock.
Fuck no, nothing like. And that's like, yeah. When I think about living in Austin and like having moved or whatever, it's like I take a lot of value in like the day to day, just general quality of life. But lately, as COVID's really taken a far back seat and like shit's normal and shit's ramping up simultaneously, right? COVID just dies and it's creating scenarios where I often think to myself, even on just like, honestly, like to an extent, like today, going to do that thing I did with Michael and then like coming home for a little while and then him being like, hey, do you want to run me downtown to get my pass for this film fest? And we pass Paramount and there's a line and oh, it's the premiere of
Premiere.
or this premiere. I don't doubt it's the actual one, but that's Saltburn movie.
Never heard of it.
You've probably seen it has Jacob Euphoria.
Alordi.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
the rich estate
Yes,
party.
Yes, I kind of want to see that.
Is that movie? He was gonna go
Yeah.
to that, and so just like driving by
That's
there,
cool.
it's like, oh, it's a premiere. It's like the director's in there. Like
Yeah.
random days like that, or like on that that Oblivion Access weekend, like going to shows twice a day, and then like
Yeah.
going to one, and then going to swimming, and then coming home from swimming, drying off, and going to another show. Like there's just every now and then I think I'm like, that's a cool part about living here. Just like couldn't do that
Hell no.
there, you know, and that's not uncommon in any big city. Like you do that in New York, you do that in LA, but like
But like we didn't grow up with that.
we didn't grow up with that and sort of like have access to that and live in a place that's it's cool. So
Yeah,
ACL. So
we
we
did
watched
that.
Shania Twain and then turned around, went and watched like 3 or 4, not even 2 or 3 maybe Foo Fighter songs.
One because they ended at the same time.
Oh, we did. We saw less than I remember.
We didn't even watch one. We watched a few minutes of
We saw the end of Everlong.
yes, and then
Which is cool.
We went to the artist lounge and
Fucked off for
played
a while.
skee-ball. What did we get food after that? Oh, we did. We went to Whataburger.
We did because there's a cool thing about ACL. It's over at 10.
Yes.
We were at home with our food by 11.
Yes.
we like hopped on a golf cart. They took us around to the side of the entrance, and we hopped off and got picked up by Corey. Got Kyle's car. Kyle took us home, and we were on our couch eating Whataburger at 11.
God, that was fun.
Just fucking a time and a half.
It was fun.
God, we had so much fun.
Like,
at one point, I wasn't double fisting. Quadruple.
Yeah, you had 4 fucking beers.
4 drinks at a time. I would have a beer and a margarita on top, and a beer and a margarita on top in this hand, and just trade.
So hell. I wish I would have taken more pictures. The only pictures I have from that day is one small short clip of Shania Twain, and then a picture of you in the artist lounge, and that's literally it.
So fucking fun.
Wish I would have taken a few more pictures.
I think I counted up. I had like 15 drinks that day.
Yeah, you were fucked.
From like in like 7 hours.
Yeah. But you know what?
Went off and it was fun.
If it's free, why the fuck not?
That's what I'm saying.
But yeah, that's what we did. And
That's
then
cool.
Sunday, we went on Sunday, but it wasn't anything to write home
but
about.
it was fun.
It was
still
fun,
fucking
but
fun. Still had drinks.
It was like we didn't really care about any of the bands that were playing.
No, but what we did see, I was really excited to see. Like we saw Yeah Yeah Yeahs. That was gas. Or was that Saturday?
That was Sunday.
That was fire. That was a good
We
ass
saw the
set.
Yeah Yeah Yeahs, Death Grip.
Death Grips was cool.
It was giving Spider-Verse.
I know that wasn't really your thing, nor is it mine. I don't think I would sit down and listen to a Death Grips record, but seeing it, I was like,
It was fun to watch.
I get it.
But yeah, Sunday like wasn't really anything to write home about. It was still fun.
Cigarettes After Sex was crazy.
Yeah.
You saw what's bro's name?
Still don't know my
So cool.
Labyrinth.
Awesome.
Anyway, so that was Sunday.
So fun.
So fun.
And then just left kind of in the same.
Yeah.
We left a lot earlier because Mumford and Sons.
Yeah, like snooze fest.
Not really our thing. So.
But then that next day, I might be in my live music era. Well, it's ended.
You be attending
my
concerts.
live music era has since ended. But
fuck yeah. For now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After that weekend, the Monday or after that, I drove to Fort Worth.
Yeah.
And saw the 1975 finally. Almost to the fucking day that I discovered them.
By like a week.
Yeah. I mean,
fucking
discovered
crazy.
is the wrong word, but like I started listening to them.
Yeah. Discovered. Yeah,
yeah.
You discovered them. How was it? What'd you think? Tell me about it.
I am not normally a like take videos or pictures at shows girly. Like I think we might have talked about this before.
Yeah.
On the pod. So this time I was like, I'm going to take some videos. I want to remember this.
Oh, yeah.
Because they're also like going on hiatus for TBD.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the seats were great. The show was so good. He was bits on bits on bits.
Yeah.
At one point in the show, he showed up right in front of me. I was like, Matt A. Mm-hmm. It was incredible.
I'm glad you had a good time.
And
I'm glad it didn't, because sometimes you can see a thing and it's like not what it could have been. And so I'm glad that you left feeling like that was gas.
I'm glad I saw it in full instead of like the clips on TikTok that I normally see.
Yeah.
Because you see the clips on TikTok and you're like, what the fuck is this? But then you see it in real life and it's like a full show and you like get the bits in the context that they're supposed to be in.
I forget about this. You're so desensitized because you see so much shit on TikTok and so much shit on Instagram, and you just are used to seeing live music on your phone, and you kind of get desensitized to that. But it's crazy. And speaking specifically about big stuff like that, like in 1975, or like you saw Justin Bieber, I saw The Weeknd, or not, Kendrick Lamar. You get desensitized to it. But like there's nothing, I'm always immediately reminded when I go to something that big, it's just the spectacle of it.
It is a spectacle.
Like just the size, the scope, the scale, the production, the lights, the bits, the sets, the performance, it just never fails. Anytime I go to something big like that, it's like, oh, it's been a while. It's like, oh, it'll be fun. And then like first song, I'm like, oh yeah, this is fucking crazy.
It was so good.
Like Taylor Swift is the perfect example of that, because it was like, oh, it's gonna be fun, I'm excited, and then like it started and I was like,
Yeah.
This is unbelievable.
Like, you don't even have to be a fan to be like, whoa, what the fuck?
If you go, if you leave that, like the Eras tour, and go like, you was fine, like what
goodbye.
else do you want?
That's why
like,
I'm so
that's
glad.
you watch. That's the pinnacle. That's as good as it gets. Yeah.
I'm so glad that and this is like, I'm not going to be talking about Taylor Swift this episode. I've like made it a point. Like I was like trying not to even bring her up, but you did it. So like
I brought it up.
I'm glad that there is the movie, the Eras Tour movie, because not even that I can relive it. I mean, I guess so, but like when I was there, I was so overwhelmed by like, I was just processing so many things, so many emotions, so many thoughts.
Even as someone who's not ahead like you are, there's still a level of work to be done to truly appreciate. Like, I'm still kind of reeling of like, do I really appreciate having seen that person live?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's hard for me. I've waited my whole fucking life to see Taylor Swift. Like, literally my whole life. And so the whole time I was there, I see her in person. Yep. There's so much going on. Like, the show is happening. Yeah. But then she's there. Then I'm thinking about like, I'm here right now. I'm trying to be present. I'm trying to remind myself like, you're fucking here. It's
a lot.
And so now there's a lot of the show that like, if I think about it, I don't remember it. I don't remember being there. Yeah. And so watching the actual thing, I'm like, pretty cool. Oh fuck. Like I can actually remember what the fuck happened.
Yeah, you did the thing. I think it's probably a combination of getting older and being desensitized. At one point, it was the only thing you had to overcome was getting older and it being harder for you to access that sense of like, whoa. It's harder to access when you're older, I think. Yeah, it takes a little bit more and takes a little more intentionality. When you couple that with being desensitized by seeing it every day on like the fucking internet, makes it even harder to get to a place of pure, present, like, Jesus. Like, that used to be, it's kind of what captured me, or I think what captures a lot of people about going to like live shit when you're young, is the feeling of being like hearing the song and being like, I'm hearing and I'm seeing the not a cover, not in through my headphones, not on a speaker. This is happening in front of me, and it's the people who made it, who I listen to. This is happening right now. Yeah, I think it's what grabbed me, and it sucks that it's a little harder to access that as I get older. It still hits me like every time I see someone, like, damn, fucking here's the thing, you know. But it's harder to feel like, yo, here, how cool.
I know. See, that's one thing I was struggling a little bit.
It sounds fucking dark. I don't mean it to be as deep as that.
It's not sad though, because like I feel like that's why I didn't want to watch anything. I didn't want any spoilers before we went to Taylor Swift, because
now I get it.
I didn't want to be like, I know what's next. I know the show.
That sucks.
Yeah, like it's like, what's the fucking point? But
that's like spoiling a fucking movie when people, what happens next? Shut the fuck up and watch the thing.
I wanted to be able to fully experience it and like, you know,
consume
what it's designed to do.
Receive the media.
So I kind of wish that I didn't consume so much 1975 content, because whenever I got there, it's like I knew the show, I knew the bits.
Yeah. But you still got to do it.
I still had so much fun, but he did say, not at my show, but at one of the shows recently, he's like, ugh, one of my favorite things to do is curl up and watch concert videos on my phone. And I was like, oh no.
He's 16.
He was being sarcastic. It
was a joke. Okay.
Yeah, because he was at his show looking at everybody, you know, like with their phone. And he was like, ugh, I love curling up and watching concert videos on my phone. And he was like, for this next song, like, everybody put your fucking phones away. Let's do it.
God, okay. I have a little more respect for him. Because that's what we talked about. We've talked about this on the podcast before, but like, wait for like the hit or like your favorite song, snap a vid, take time, get a good video, get a good picture after that. Well, what's
phone
it all for?
The fuck off.
Just like fucking, just everyone chill.
That's why I don't take a lot of videos. Like even at the 1975, maybe took like 3 videos, and they were short. But like when I'm on my phone like this, I'm missing my favorite part of the song when I could be like singing along.
Yeah, that's my. I hate to be like a boomer about it, but like, just like fucking hang up and hang out, dude.
I don't know.
My favorite thing, like I'll like give people shit or whatever, not people I know or whatever, but it's like to friends, if I see someone like they've been filming for like 10 minutes, it's like, oh, thank God he's getting it, you know?
Yeah, it's like,
What did Michael say?
He's at the Kesha show. He goes, "Anybody getting this?"
Everyone's phone is.
on.
Oh, you saw Kesha?
Yeah.
Or did we talk about that last week?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I saw the 1975.
Oh, so cool. I'm glad you did that. I would like to have seen them.
I'm really sad that you didn't get to come because I think you would have actually had a really good time.
I think so too. And so that following weekend, 1975 played ACL.
I know, that's why I didn't. That's why I went.
And Michael and
because
Kyle.
I couldn't go.
Yes, and Michael and Kyle both got weekend passes again.
No.
I didn't get so lucky. If I would have gotten it again.
We need Lori's contact.
Oh my God. If I would have gotten it. Oh, I didn't even ever mention this. The woman who gave it to me, I ran into her at ACL.
Yeah.
I walked up to her and I was like, "Hey, thank you." And she was like, "Oh my God, you came." And I was like, "Hell yeah, I came. Fuck yeah."
That's so fun.
And she's like, "I have so much fun. Have a good time."
Anyway,
if I would have got the passes again, I would have gone and seen this at 19. I would have gone by myself. Like I would have just gone and gotten a beer and fucking.
The way I didn't go because we've also been talking about this. I finally, the bachelorette party left the chat. I went to the bachelorette party.
Oh, left it. I see. Took off.
Yeah. I didn't get to
left the drafts.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't go to ACL weekend 2 because of that. But Michael went to ACL weekend 2 and took a video of the 1975. He obviously did not watch the whole set.
But he got you a video.
But he got me a video, and the way I was that day that they played, it was Saturday, I had been drinking all fucking day. Like, we went wine tasting, I went to dinner.
You went to Fredericksburg for?
Yeah, we were in Fredericksburg.
Yeah. Bachelorette party.
Yeah. And I opened my phone. I was in the Uber, or we had like a nice lady that drove us everywhere. I opened my phone and he sent me a video of the 1975 and I just started crying, like sobbing in the car. I was like, I wish I was there.
I'm glad you saw them show mode and not
too.
fest mode, but now that you have seen them show mode, fest mode would have been a lot of fun.
No, and I'm pissed because I keep seeing the ACL clips and like videos of them. They played like literally all my favorite songs and he looked so good.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
But you still had a good time. You went to Fredericksburg, had a little batch party.
It was so fun.
I'm glad you had fun.
The girls were girling.
That's fine.
I saw the eclipse.
That's cool. I saw the eclipse too. I had a little boy weekend at home.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool.
Boys were boying.
Yeah, it was supposed to be more of a thing because a couple homies were supposed to come down. We were going to like practice, make kind of a thing out of it, and they ended up not coming down. And so Austin, who was on 2 episodes ago, the night we filmed that episode, when they got here, we had dinner. Thursday, I don't think we saw him. I think I had breakfast with him.
Yeah.
Friday, I don't think I saw him. But Friday night, what did I do Friday night? Oh, fuck. I went to the gym, made dinner, and sat and played Starfield.
Slay.
Until like 2 a.m. Got caned, fell asleep watching YouTube videos. It was just
You had a good day.
It was a boys' night in, and it was pretty dope.
Yeah,
and then Saturday, got barbecue, saw the eclipse. That night, we got to go out with Austin and hang out. I just rolled and met him at Barb's. Cheer Ups, and then we went to Barb's. Yeah. Cool weekend.
Cute.
And you got home Sunday, and we fucking kicked it. It was a cool couple weekends. It was really,
yeah, we had so much fun.
It was really, really fun. And it's like, we wanted to spend that month, like this is my month at home, so we wanted to like hang out. And it was cool to get to hang out as much as we have and be at home, but also do fun shit.
I feel like we've been doing more fun shit than being at home this month.
Which I'm kind of glad for.
I am too.
Because it hasn't taken away.
Normally, I'm like, I feel like if you would have asked me in the past, like, you have 1 month to hang out before Austin goes on tour for like a long time. Or not a long time, but like longer than we've been away from each other in like a few years.
It's 4 weeks.
Yeah. And so we're like, let's fucking get it in.
Yeah.
And normally I'd be like, let's relax at home. Let's fucking chill.
But I'm glad we didn't just do it.
We've been having so many fun experiences.
We've had a mix, which has been really, really cool.
We did.
We have sat at home and done fucking nothing. Like that first weekend, remember?
I'm glad we only had 1 weekend of that, I think.
I am too. That's what I'm saying. I love it. And it's a blast.
Yeah.
But it's if we would have said, no, let's not go to ACL. Let's sit at...
Oh my God.
Like, are you fucking kidding? Like, it's been a nice balance.
Yeah.
And I feel like ready to go on tour.
Mm-hmm.
And like bummed that I'm going to be gone for a month. But also, I feel very strongly about having made the most
100%
out of the month at home. It's been very fun.
And also, it's kind of been, I've been enjoying. Normally, I'm like, I need to recharge.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've had like some of those days, but I feel like now, like for the last maybe the last month or so, maybe the last 2 months, I've been like, let's fucking go.
You've been down as hell.
Yeah, I have.
You have. I apologized to you last night. Don't get on to me. I'm sorry. You've been down as hell, and I very much appreciated it.
I've been up past 9:30.
You haven't been bummed out or like stressed at having to get up the next day. And guess what? It's been fun.
And I've been having fun. And
you've been having a good time. You've been down as hell. I appreciate your fluidity with just being open and saying yes.
Yeah.
Not stressing too much about time, because I'm also a very time-oriented person. But I'm glad you have been comfortable this month with adopting kind of what I was saying, and just like, to some degree, to a responsible degree, fuck it.
Yeah. So I'm just flying by the seat of my pants.
That's good. Yeah.
And
a healthy
I'm
balance of that.
fun.
I'm glad. I'm glad that it hasn't been an overwhelming month for you, and it's been having that attitude has yielded you has yielded a version of you who at the end of the month can look back on the month and go, sick.
Yeah, and
Good
so
time.
while you're gone, you
make the most out of it.
Don't want to just be sitting around. I mean, I wasn't going to do that anyways.
Good. Go do stuff.
But
see some movies. Go to some shows.
I don't know
Michael's
if I'll do
like
any of that. But
Michael's like, do you want to go to this weirdo shit? Go to the weirdo shit.
Well, I still have
work. I know.
No, I'm not going to go to just anything.
Go to some shit.
I'll go to if I want to do it. I'm gonna say yes to life.
If there's some shit, if there's some like, say yes.
Okay, I'll say yes to what I want to, but I wasn't already going to. I wasn't going to just spend this month just like sitting on my ass. But like,
even when you plan to chill hard as fuck, you get bored.
I mean, I can't be by myself sitting. I just am not a person who can just sit around all day by myself.
Same. Even when I would die, I just want to sit and play video games. I hit hour 4 and I'm like, all right.
Hour 4. So I'll probably rearrange our whole house.
Yeah, I'm ready for it.
I'm also gonna try to lose 50 pounds by the time you get back.
If you don't fucking quit.
So I'm gonna be busy.
You don't have 50 pounds to lose, A, and B, I'm not gonna lose 50 pounds, but I bet I come back like 10 pounds later.
I want you to come back and you be like, who's this bitch in my house? And it's me.
It's me. Taco Bell and lack of sleep and playing drums every night.
Maybe I should try that.
Be surprised. I just saw something the other day. It's a sentiment that a lot of bands carry when they come back from Europe, but I even saw something about like beyond bands, people, that's like a pretty common thing apparently. People come back from Europe eating fucking pasta for a week and lost 15 pounds.
I love
Isn't that
pasta.
crazy? It's all the walking. Yeah. Built to walk.
Speaking of walk, I have completed 1 week of marathon training.
Up top. Congrats. The weekend. You can stay on that while I'm gone. Do something.
I'm going to do marathon training. I'm going to keep doing my strength training. I'm going to do yoga every day. I'm not going to eat any food. I'm going to only drink energy drinks. I'm going to take Ozempic.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
I'm going to get filler. I'm going to get liposuction.
I was thinking about you today because that thing was at a dermatologist or Westlake Dermatology.
And
they were talking about there's just filler and stuff, and I was thinking about you. I was like, you done lip filler before? But they were talking about like going all crazy everywhere else. The doctor, this is not a diss. This is respect and love and peace. He was super nice, super sick. He looked crazy.
Like plastic.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's his fucking job, and he's rich and hot and probably like in his 30s and a millionaire, and who gives a fuck?
I have a hot take.
What's that?
I have, in the name of transparency, I have gotten my lips done.
Yeah.
No, I've got my lips done, but I haven't had them done since 2020, so it's been 3 years. So
you're due.
No, I'm done.
That's a whole thing.
My hot take is, I think that filler. I can't say it to every situation, but like, I feel like I stopped getting filler, or like I stopped considering it, because I feel like when I get older, I'm gonna look ugly. I feel like when I see a lot of people get a bunch of filler or like work done, and they get older, they like look bad.
It can't keep up.
It's like it doesn't age well.
Yeah.
That's my hot take.
That's not. I mean, yeah.
I mean,
not
obviously,
uncommon.
like,
Not everyone, but it happens.
a normal amount of lip filler.
But don't go fucking
fine.
ape shit. Yeah. I understand.
Because, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I feel like if I were to get like so much shit done on my face, I would get to age 20. I would get to age 35 and look like I'm 50.
Yeah, shit's just never appealed to me, even though I might need to get some sort of injection for my jaw.
That's different.
Yeah.
I would get Botox, but like, I just feel like there's a limit.
There's a limit.
And I like don't want to look nasty when I'm
No,
old.
yeah. I'm all for it, but with approaching it with caution for that reason. Know your limit. Because some people, no disrespect, but like
some people look ugly as fuck.
Some people look fucking bad, but yeah, no, I feel you.
That's my hot take, so don't come for me.
They're coming for you.
I just feel like everyone is like naturally beautiful.
That's what I'm saying.
You know who's the most beautiful though?
What's that?
You.
That's sweet.
Oh, you want to know? Speaking of sweet, before we end this episode,
I was about to say let's wrap soon.
I was thinking about some sweet moments that we've shared together.
Yeah, like what?
I wrote down 2.
Okay.
Driving by this house before we moved in every day.
When we knew we were gonna move in, we signed the lease. We would drive by like every day just to like. A, look forward and get excited about the neighborhood, but B, try to decipher whether or not we were being scammed.
No, but also C, it was peak COVID. We couldn't do anything. And so, like, our getting out of the house was driving in this neighborhood. We would, like, drive around. We would drive by the house. We would drive in the neighborhood, like, look at all the houses, figure out the area.
Yeah, it was fun.
And I just think that's sweet. And I look back on that moment fondly.
That's sweet.
And then another sweet moment. I'm going to try to write down all the sweet moments I think about whenever I'm thinking about them. Mm-hmm. But I thought about this one today.
Okay.
Celebrating at Cheesecake Factory after we joined our bank accounts.
Is it? That is why we went to Cheesecake Factory. I think that was the last time I went to Cheesecake Factory.
I went with Michael a couple years ago.
Is that really why we went? That's funny.
Yes.
That's sweet.
Because we joined our bank accounts and we were like,
let's go use our debit card to get dinner. Then we went and spent $100,000.
And we got there. I'll never forget. We joined our bank accounts. We were like, let's go celebrate. And we walked into Cheesecake Factory. I think we were on the wait list. And you were like, I'm going to go get a beer. And you got a beer while we waited with our new card.
That's
Isn't that a cute, sweet moment?
Adulting. That is sweet. Those are nice that you wrote those down.
I was just thinking about them, and I was like, I should write these down.
Those are really sweet.
So I don't forget.
Thank you for saying that. That's a nice way to end. Very sweet moments.
Yeah.
We went down by hot take and then came up with sweet.
Yeah.
Bad cop, good cop. Cool. All right.
Okay, let me edit this stupid ass fucking thing.
I love you.
Love you.
Love you very much. Next week, Halloween episode.
We'll be doing Halloween. Hey!
All right. Bye.
Bye, Halloweens.